Good morning, interwebs. It is 1:04, and I have a sneezy cat running around my ankles because she's a little annoyed that their food dish is empty. But they had plenty of food. They ate more than they needed, and now it is empty until tomorrow when we can get the new food, which is coming into the vet, where we can buy our food locally. Our old vet, we had been taking our cats to one vet's office, and they had two primary vets. Well, they have now split off. I honestly think the older one is probably going to retire soon. But the younger one, who's like about our age, she's opened a new practice that primarily focuses on like house pets instead of large animals, which is not, like, most of the vets around here aren't really for your like house cat. Their main purpose has to deal with cattle and livestock and, you know, other stuff. So, yeah, that's where we're getting our cat food. And so now I have not hungry cats, just annoyed cats because they don't like to see the bottom of the bowl. I have had a really, really good day. Like, nothing specifically good has happened. Like, it's not one of those days where it's like, oh my gosh, all the amazing things went down. But, like, I feel really stable. This morning when I woke up, I did not feel like I was going to be stable all day. Like, I felt really, like, anxious and antsy and whatever. And then it went away. And I've had, like, one of the most stable feeling days I've had in I don't remember how long. So, yay! Now, I also recognize that at any point the bottom will drop out on that and whatever. And I'm not going to worry about that right now. Right now, I'm just going to enjoy feeling like I'm in control of the being which is me, which is a lovely and strange feeling. But I took the kids to dance tonight. We went to the library to try and do school with my boys, or if like that was the stuff I brought with me to do. And they used to have 3 like round tables downstairs at the library in the town where the dance studio that we go to now is, which is not the library we primarily used to go to or like go to actively. We just like physically go to this library more often now because of dance. But anyways, they have like a basement, which is where their children's area is. And there's 3 big round tables with like wooden chairs around them, all like kid height, which makes sense. Except now they only have 2 because they took one of them out to put like, I don't know, a magnet board or something up. And one of the tables was completely full of toys. And the other table had a parent sitting at it doing stuff, which was fine. That part didn't bother me. But like, when did libraries stop being about books and learning and reading and quiet and... Like, I don't like the idea of like a completely silent library. Like, I totally get that that turns people off, that it's good to be able to have conversation and like do things. It actually does make it more comfortable when I have my kids with me at things where like, if you're reading a book quietly, it's not awkward. But it's like beyond inside voices when you're in a library. You should whisper. That is part of the joy. Part of the joy is the whisper and the sound and just that feeling of like quiet that does not exist anymore in libraries. Anyways, there was a kid playing video games on the computer down there, and at least this kid wasn't talking to himself like the kid last week who kept talking himself through the game with the headphones on, which was just weird. But yeah, it was too loud and obnoxious in the library to really do much. We read a book about a polar bear. And it was interesting, and my kid's really interested in it, so I looked on Wikipedia, because we were talking about, like, how old would this polar bear be? And I looked it up, and it's like, oh, the polar bear died? And then when I read, like, all about how the polar bear died, he had, like, a terrible, sad death, and that was really... We didn't talk about that part, because thankfully they lost interest before we got to that, but I did tell them that the bear was no longer alive. Anyways, then we went to the rest of dance, because we're there for multiple hours with the 2 kids and all the dance classes. So did that. I got to impress some muggle children with my crocheting and some muggle adults. I think I was being watched by the lady outside the door because I like sitting in one room and there's like a doorway to another. Only because I could feel her eyes burrowing through my crocheting, but it wasn't in like a rude way. She just seemed interested. Then we went to Wendy's for dinner tonight. We were just going to go and get Frosties because I bought a number of those Boo books which were like, they gave money to Dave Thomas's adoption charity. And so like 85 cents of each of the dollar books went to that, which I thought was like a really good charitable contribution amount, because sometimes it's so piddly the amount that actually gets donated. Drives me nuts. But that's like a good, that means the paper is paid for by the rest of your stuff, and then the store really is like donating the product. But anyways, we went to have Frosties, and then it turned out that the kids' meals were all on sale for $1.99. So let the kids use some allowance to pay for going out to eat. So we did that and had a really good time. Everyone was well behaved. I was well behaved. It was lovely. And we came home and I got a wee bit sleepy for a bit, but I didn't take a nap. I started looking something up online for one of them, and then somehow I had an impromptu dance party for several hours. That was fun, but now I am very sleepy. Everybody went to bed easily, probably because they danced themselves silly, and then they went to sleep without bothering me. Steve went to work, and I did some work, but now I'm sleepy, but still in control. Oh, and to tell you what kind of day I'm having, I answered YouTube comments without giving myself a pep talk. So, apparently I'm having a good day, people. But I'm going to end it before it can get bad. And also, I figure that maybe if I'm feeling good, and then I get that would lead to a good night of sleep. And then a good night of sleep will lead to a good tomorrow. And hopefully many good tomorrows thereafter. She says now, don't remind me of this video in like 3 days when that's not the case. But Steve has his days off starting tomorrow night, so it would be nice if I could be in a good place for the next 4 days. Tomorrow, I'm supposed to get up in time to go to library group at the other library. And then we have some errands to run, and we get to go vote. By the time you see this, voting will have passed. But we get to go vote, do our civic duty. You can't complain unless you vote, so I'm going to vote. And hopefully be happy and not have to complain quite so much, but I don't know. I do live in Kansas, so we'll see. Also, tomorrow I am hopefully going to film some videos and get an update up in my shop. Maybe. That's the plan between tomorrow and Wednesday. We'll see if that all happens. But otherwise, yeah, our week is shaping up to be good. Not used to this. Anyways, I'm gonna go to sleep because I have happily bantered at you long enough, and I will see you all tomorrow. Nighty night.